What's up guys, Simon with you here, and in this video I just want to talk to you about the main difference and a couple of other little things as well which separate the people who absolutely crush it on social media and those who don't. And it's literally that simple. I see time and time again, and I've had a lot of people that comment consistently and say, Simon, I see a lot of your stuff and like obviously it looks like you're doing very well. And to me, it's testament that what I'm doing is working, and what I want to explain is what I'm actually doing, the science behind it, so you can adapt that into your businesses too and be part of the people who crush it compared to the people that don't. Number one, the people who crush it are active on social media. Number one, they are active. Number two, they post the right content. Let's talk about content. You need to be active and post frequently, so the two go hand in hand together. But what you're posting, guys, is vitally important to whether or not you're going to get any traction on social media. If you want to grow an online personal training business and you're posting photos of your cat and your dog, or you're posting photos about Spider-Man the movie and how much it was a great movie and stuff like that, I don't think you're going to get many business clients from that. Yes, it shows you that on a social media outlet and a platform that you are a human being and you're being social. Yes, that's great. However, we're talking about business here, and if you want to crush it, rule number one, your content needs to not suck. So with that being said, what is the content that you need to post? I am a firm believer in this principle. Some people may disagree, but the reason why I stand firm is because I do not see anybody else doing what I'm doing, and the reason why I know it works is because I get the fruits from the tree when they fall. I collect them all. Basically, it's a big business funnel of being active combined with the right posting material, all right, to warming your audience up for them coming through, and it's what gets me clients. I do not run large scale Facebook ads. Everything that I do, 9 times out of 10, is all from what I'm talking about in this video, which gets me the growth in my business that has occurred. So what content do we post? It's social proof, and it's always about social proof. You're being active and you're posting the right social proof. These are pretty much two big things that make up the majority of why people on social media that are crushing it. Their content speaks volumes to the audience. All right, and we're going to talk about that audience in a second, but it's also frequent, which we're going to talk about in a second. So the next two things, the audience. If your audience is small, okay, everyone will know about a business funnel, right? If you have 1,000 leads, you put 1,000 leads in the top. Right, you might find that your offer will appeal to 100 people. You might have 50 people click on that offer, 20 people book a call with you, 10 people, it's an example of a business funnel, 10 people answer that call, 5 people sign up. You are not going to get the 5 without the 1,000 in the top. Your audience, if you have a low yield of Facebook friends, if you're using a personal Facebook profile, which is 100 million% what I recommend you to use. Do not use a business page. Groups are for community, so don't need to use those either. You can use them, but they need to be set up correctly. Personal profile is the best way to reach the most amount of people organically, unless you have tens of thousands of Facebook likes, which are on your business page, which I highly doubt. You're not going to succeed. If the number in the top of the funnel is not big enough, you're never going to get that 5. And I'm not joking, guys. 1,000 turning into 5 is very common. 1,000 friends to 5 clients, man, you'd even be doing quite well with that. All right, in some situations, if your content is good and you're being frequent and posting, right? So the audience is vitally important. Now that frequency we're going to talk about next, and this is the icing on the cake. And for me, when I sort of cracked the marketing code, I knew that it came down to this. Being a really good marketer on social media comes down to one simple thing. And what I'm about to say is powerful. It's being able to understand how people's subconscious mind reacts and works with the content that's put in front of them. It's not the power of the conscious mind. You're not trying to communicate with people. If you can communicate with the subconscious inside everyone's head, it's impossible to fail with marketing. It's impossible to fail with marketing. And that is the punchline of this video. Your content needs to speak to the subconscious mind of your ideal client avatar, or your ideal client, or your person in a specific niche that you want to work with. Now, when you combine that, that content with the frequency, you can't help, if you are a client watching you or following you, you cannot help your subconscious mind of associating you with personal training when they are asked, do you know a personal trainer that you could recommend? Or do you know a good personal trainer? Instantly they'll think of sort of Simon, or they'll think of Dave or Holly or Mark, right? They're going to think of you. Why? Because of, let's go take it from the top, right? You're active, which means you're frequently posting good content which communicates with the subconscious. And those 5 tips right there, guys, are how to crack the code with social media. And it's that simple in an organic sense. This is personally how I've done it. I'm laying it all out there, guys, for you guys to reap the rewards of. But there's one key thing. You can succeed by doing it. Many of my clients do, and there's 2 or 3 that come to mind that crush it, that have inbound inquiries on their social media, organically, not paid for, on autopilot, very, very frequently. And there's others that don't. And the reason why people don't is because they don't do those 5 things, and they're just simply not prepared to do them. You need to be active. You need to be collecting the social proof. If you don't have the social proof, which everybody does, most trainers out there are useless at collecting social proof. Video testimonials, before and after photos, screenshots of messages, reviews on their Facebook page, screenshots of those reviews. There's tons of social proof out there that you have. You're just not collecting it. But when you collect it and post it frequently, right? You might be thinking, well, Simon, I've only got 2 clients. I can't post it frequently. Use the same person. Use your own journey. Use the same person who's done multiple different things for you. A review, a before and after photo, a testimonial, and everything like that. Post about this. Get it out there, because there's an audience watching you. And even though people don't react and interact on a large volume or large scale, doesn't mean people aren't watching you. So that is how to crack the social media organic marketing code, and I hope it's resonated with you. Think about it. It's the power of the subconscious with those 5 things, guys. Peace, and I'll speak to you in another video soon.